Hello. So today we're talking about using the FOIL method. The FOIL method is when you multiply two binomials. Multiplying two binomials. In this first example I gave 3x plus 1 times 2x plus 5. The FOIL method is FOIL. It stands for first, outer, inner, last. First terms. First terms. And I can do these in different colors. The first term is 3x and the 2x. And you multiply those. Then the outer, they're the outer two terms. Outer. And you can label them if you like. And you say plus 3x times 5. And then you do the inner. The inner terms are the ones that are on the inside of the binomials. And you could write an I so you know. And you would do 1 times 2x. And then the last, make them orange. The last ones are the last terms. That's the last, and I think I forgot to put my F on there, so I'll do that. So we know. We got that. Go back to the orange. And then my last is a 1 times a 5. Now what do I do next is I combine the ones that I have there. I have to multiply them, combine them, or put them in, multiply them that are in the parentheses. I'll get it, I'm sorry. 3x times 2x is 6x squared. Guess what? I left it. Sorry. Hold up. And we'll just put it in black. 6x squared. Better. 3x times 5 is 15x. 1 times 2x is 2x. And 1 times 5 is 5. Then what I'm going to do is combine the two like terms that I have, which is usually the O and the I, and I'm going to rewrite the trinomial that it's going to become. And then this right here would be your final answer. Would be the final answer. Okay? So what I did is I gave some examples. So let's try it again. Multiply x minus 3 times x plus 4. So x times x. X times 4. Negative 3 times x. Take that sign with it. Don't forget the sign. It's very important. And negative 3 plus 4. Now multiply. Do your multiplication. X squared plus 4x. Always the coefficient before the variable. Minus 3x plus 1. Then combine the two in the middle, and I believe we get an x. And then bring down the other two on the side. We're bringing these down. There's nothing to combine them with. And then this would be your final answer. Next, 5x minus 7 times x minus 2. At this point, you can stop, pause, write it down, see if you're following the directions. First, outer, inner, last. First, 5x times x. Outer, 5x times negative 2. Take that sign with it. Inner, and then last. And now do your multiplication. Okay, you notice that when I was writing them, I didn't do minus 10x, minus 7x. You can rewrite it that way. You don't have to, but if it helps you see it better for the answer, then you would know that the 2 in the middle would get combined, and you have to know your integer rules by this point. And negative, minus 10, minus 7, you would keep the sign, add the numbers. And then this would be your final answer. Sorry if I confused you on this part, but you could write it this way if you understood it and then rewrite it, or you could just do it in your head. Negative 10x plus negative 7x is going to be negative 17x. I really don't write this step normally. I just go straight to this because, you know, doing it for so long, I kind of understand it. But for you guys, I want you to see it so you know what we're doing. First, y squared times 2y. Outer, y squared times negative 1. Inner, 6 times 2y. And then last, 6 times negative 1. And then you would multiply them. And I think this is the one I chose because there's nothing that you're going to combine in this. Whatever we get is what we get. There's nothing to combine, and you're going to see that. Y squared times 2y is going to be 2y to the third. Why? Because technically, you don't have to write a 1. There's not a 1 there when you see the 2y, but you have to assume that there's that little imaginary 1, and then you add them. That's where we get the 3 from. And we have minus 1y squared plus 12y minus 6. That would be your final answer. In this one case here, and maybe several that you may see, you do not combine the O and the I. Nothing to combine because there's not one like term on there to add together. They have to match. Nothing matches. Leave it alone. Final answer. Don't be going 2 minus 1 plus 1 minus 6 and then writing y to the third. No, don't want that either. So leave it alone. That's what it is. Another case scenario that I put up here is when you have 3y plus 1 squared. Well, technically, you're going to multiply this twice. You're going to do 3y plus 1 times 3y plus 1. You're taking that and you're multiplying it twice. So then you would have first, it would be 9y squared, outer 3y, plus 3y for the inner, and then last, plus 1. Then combine these two here, and you would get 9y squared plus 6y plus 1. Final answer. And then this one I put up because you're going to be eliminating the O and the I, and you're only going to have the first and the last for the answer. So we'll see how that looks. X times x is x squared. Then minus 4x plus 4x minus 16. And then these two kind of cancel out one another. 4x minus 4x is 0. You don't have to write the 0. You just bring down the first and the last, and you have x squared minus 16 as your final answer. And that's it. And I think that would conclude our FOIL method for polynomials. And thank you, and have a great day.